So the process begins 6 months out. Since we're a trans-seasonal brand, we constantly need to cater the northern and southern hemisphere, which is always going to be a challenge, but it makes things pretty interesting for us. We release a collection every single month, meaning our systems and processes need to be airtight. Everything begins with a merchandise planner who's given the budget from accounts for how much we can spend for that month to get the maximum sales and without overspending. Because if we overspend, then we're going to have a cash problem in 6 months' time.
Just lay it flat. Yeah,
Our merch manager then plans out what garments are required for that month based on the budget from the accountant and uses this as a framework to build a collection. For example, 2 jackets, 6 pairs of pants, 3 t-shirts, 4 hats, etc.
Those ones yesterday, just for the same reason, it's like, fuck, no point fucking around. Let's
Well,
just
the
get
thing
into
as well
it.
with the slim Kobe, it's too low cut.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work as well with that wider fit. You
Yeah.
need to be able to fall above the
Definitely.
hip.
And does a slim Kobe kind of like hug your...
She then gives our design team feedback on colours and styles that do and don't work from previous collections, so that way we don't repeat our mistakes, but we're also building upon our successes.
Us or whatever.
And then it's not just one vision as well.
Absolutely. And the thing is, it still goes through the ILU filter, but you've got all sorts of like fresh ideas, because all it takes is like a few different ideas that spark something like you can spark 6 months. So, but I really like this as well. Yeah, absolutely. And it will still look like super, like everything will still look consistent ILU, it'll just be a bit of a different flavour. Like even t-shirts like this, right? With all these crazy graphics. Super dope, man. This stuff's a bit more like Japanese quirky, so it's kind of like,
Bringing it together, yeah, totally.
flowing it through. No, that'd be cool as. Alright, cool, good start.
Once this has been done, the range plan is handed over to our design team to begin designing, and this is where the exciting part of the process begins.
Picture of a vibe.
Yeah, for sure. So I thought you could bring the orange in and use that sort of glow.
You'd use that glow as white, one colour.
Yep. And or I could go with the long sleeve tee version. Because for me, when I think about long sleeve tees, they tend to kind of have that. With here, I was thinking about it, like maybe it's just like whatever phrases we have here could just be repeated up the arm a few times.
Yeah.
Not in the globe, like just normal.
Possibly the numbers
Or even just some coloured flags or something fuzzy. You have like a pop of colour. I crossed that because we had a tee originally there, and I just turned that into a shirt.
Cool.
So I just mined that. But yeah, for me it was like, I don't know, man, like hats are so hard at the moment.
I know, man.
And it's like, I don't know if you want to just do 2 styles, and we always
I just chucked it on
we've
there.
been trying real hard to like keep developing that family, and
I know.
to be honest, I haven't dad for a while. And
I personally don't think we're going to be missing out on much.
No.
We don't do hats.
It'd be even time to go back into the whole linen type area.
Yeah, we could try it.
Some Kobe.
Yeah, we could try that. Definitely. Probably not the cream one though.
No. But you know, it's back up here. It's not really the colour, it's more the fabric.
Yeah, for sure.
Just the sunlight.
Yeah.
By this stage, the design team have done the research on the theme or vibe or collection or whatever we're feeling, and now they have all the info they need on what needs to be designed from the merch manager.
Cool. In the meantime, if you could just start playing with that guy, that would be really helpful. So we're pretty happy with that U guy. That was just, I think I just got that.
A first collection draft is then complete and submitted with our designer, our operations manager, our merchandise planner, and the creative director to critique, pull apart, and make refinements. Once we have all our comments in, which is always going to be super balanced, especially if you're including the ops manager and people that aren't always in the creative, we make the necessary refinements, and then we give this to the team to critique again. We're pretty honest in these conversations, and we make sure that we're covering our bases as well as pushing the boat out on the product. So we're doing stuff that's a little bit out there and different, but at the same time we're not going too stupid and over the top. We are ready to hand over with our production team, and at this point a lot of the design's been done and all the specs have been complete. This process is done with our design team and production manager. Every detail, every garment is handed over and specified, from the button color to the button stitching to the weight of the thread to the weight of the fabric and absolutely everything. And we have some pretty in-depth spec sheets.
Yep. It's quite a big collection.
Yeah, it's the biggest collection of the year.
I thought we were going to go deep instead of
Yeah,
wide.
that was their idea, but I didn't really agree with it.
Oh,
Cool, so it's Hollywood block.
Yeah.
I've got a DTM swatch, it's like a super dark neat. Looks black in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood GSM and stuff. Not that new one, it's like a classic one.
400.
Yeah, brushed, blah blah blah. A few embroidery, 18 centimeters high. It'll be white embroidery.
Straight embroidery.
Yeah, so
Okay.
quite dense, which is quite cool.
Okay.
Center front.
Why don't you do it 3D? Do you want it to be 3D?
Yeah, it'd be cool. I think we super dope. Cords to be DTM with gunmetal caps, branded gunmetal caps.
Okay.
And then, and also on the left arm, it's got the HD classic.
Yep.
From here it takes around 2 weeks or so to process all this information, and at this point it's ready to be handed over to the factory for them to complete the first round of sampling. Once the factory's received these spec sheets, it takes around 4 weeks or so to receive back the samples. The first sample set we call the PPs, which means pre-production samples, and we usually get around 1 to 2 sets of these.
Yeah, I reckon the white's pretty good. It's a bit more vibrant. That looks good too. Awesome, looks good. Thanks, bro.
And the sleeves are slightly over spec as well. Looks so nice.
That is so on there.
Because you got your jacket on.
Take it off. Really nice.
I like the style a lot.
I know. It's really nice.
Even the fabric just like feels good. You know?
Yeah. How big is it?
4 mil.
4 mil on this bit.
Yeah, so it's a decent amount. Like the depth of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you want any deeper than that.
No, I reckon it's good. But that's kind of a bit worrying too, being real over. Yeah, they almost look like a DSP. Yeah. How much over spec are they?
3.
They almost look like way more. Yellow does look tight, Mush. Almost looks like a ZSP. Yeah. Do we have any smarts up there? Smart band?
We'll have some in the warehouse.
That fully looks like a smart ZSP. Whereabouts are they? B.
I know what they are.
Each time we do get a sample set, we make tweaks and amendments and communicate the information back to the factory. Sometimes we get it spot on, sometimes it's off, and we're also not afraid to make cuts at this point. Usually, all in all, the factory kind of now knows our standard. We sometimes get a third sample set if the style is new or complicated, but more often than not, since we're so specific in the handovers, we get it pretty fairly accurate.
I'd have to see that. Because that might be quite intrusive.
but is
saying
it-
I love ugly.
Yeah, but is this a little bit too cryptic? I personally like it, the fact it doesn't say I love ugly.
Yeah.
Mean, man.
Yeah.
I think because I love ugly there's a lot of like really big branding.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like a Russian stamp.
By now we have a full completed set of garments, which we call the bulk samples. And this is what we use for our photo shoots and marketing and all the necessary collateral to sell the clothes. Now it's over to the marketing and design team, and what we do is we photograph every single product in depth, the detail shots, and also showing it on models in different environments to sell on our website, and also push through our social media channels, as well as giving it to our wholesalers to purchase. We usually photograph a month out if we have our act together, and this gives us time to put everything on the website and get our marketing collateral together and ready to go.
Everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gotta live.
So by this point, the bulk shipment from the factories is ready to arrive, and it usually arrives between 1 to 2 weeks before our official release date. This is then dispatched from our warehouse into our stores and to our wholesalers.
But when I have you in my arms, baby, you know I just can't get enough. Oh yeah, everybody's gotta live, yes they do, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody try to...
When we're ready with all our marketing collateral for the collection, all the imagery is ready to go online and ready to show the world. This is at the point where we get judged for what we do.
Baby, he couldn't hardly tie his shoes, but he had a harmonic and a guitar strapped around his neck, and he sure could play the blues. Oh yeah, everybody's gotta live, and everybody...
The range is released. We spend around a month or so focusing on the collection, marketing the products, and overall concepts and stories which we want to tell. While this is happening, we have another 3 to 6 other collections repeating this exact same process. What a crazy process that is. Yep, it's true, we never sleep, in case you're wondering.
Everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die.